H.P. Lovecraft's racism improved his writing because it is the source of the concepts and emotional experience he imported onto the readers. As many sources argue, an honest expression of one's truth is what separates good and great writing. Donald Moss encouraged writers to be highly personal, to be open, aware, and true to their heart. Brian McDonald tells writers to tell their truth, the deep truth, the truth as they see it. Robert McKee notes that stories are an expression of the subjective state of mind of a creator. And Lisa Crone notes that theme is your specific take on an element of human nature. Is this not what Lovecraft did with his horror? Just with his racism and eroticism being the source he drew from? Plenty would argue that it can't improve anything since racism is bad. I'm not endorsing racism. Lovecraft wouldn't either, or at least he wouldn't later in life. He renounced his views, calling some of his work haughty, complacent, snobbish, intolerant bull. This isn't a defense of racism. It's an analysis of artistry, which is inherently immoral. What makes a good story isn't what went into making it, or what it says, but the emotional journey it delivers. Therefore, something can have positive lessons and fail as a story. Likewise, something can be an excellent story, despite less than ideal influences. Furthermore, less than ideal influences might, in fact, be the best influences. Being authentic and exposing yourself means delving into one's darkness, into things which might not be socially acceptable. Carl Jung recommended integrating one's darkness, one's shadow, and on becoming a whole person. A storyteller who doesn't integrate their shadow into their work will either make stories about nothing or stories which repeat traditional, long accepted themes. To write something others haven't already requires thinking and expressing something unique to you. And this is where the shadow comes into play, as this is where one's unique perspective lies. It's where one's vulnerability is, which can help you design something which connects with others. An authentic individual is one who can see their own shadow, embrace it, and reveal it. An authentic individual is honest with oneself and others, regardless of the pressures to be otherwise. Lovecraft's darkness was his neuroticism, his smugness, his nihilism. While I can't approve of his reactionary nature from an ethical standpoint, I can't deny that it informed his voice. It gave him something to say as a creator. It gave him an authentic emotional experience to share. And, again, the one thing a story must do is deliver its intended emotional journey. The fact he drew inspiration and influence from qualities which I personally find distasteful doesn't matter. After all, it resulted in a brand of horror which has delighted and influenced many who aren't those things. It's good to share my thoughts finally. It's been on my mind ever since I read The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene. I'd love to hear what you think about this. It's certainly had me thinking about what I incorporate into my work and why I do. If you'd like some more analysis from me on Lovecraft, I have this video on Pokemon Legends Arceus. If you want more videos related to storytelling, I release every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'd love to see you there, as I'm always on the lookout for more people to chat about stories and storytelling with.